Hey there, friends. I hope all of you are having a fantastic Friday. So I did a thing. I made a bound journal. This wasn't my first foray into sewing in signatures, but it's been a long time, and I really had a great time. I'm wondering if I might like to do more of this. I used an old book. This was called The American Historical Novel. It had been in a library. It has a little bit of library tape residue right here. I thought that the color of the book was really pretty, and I was very inspired just by the color of the book. I have bound her with some sari ribbon. So that is her closure. I'm sorry I said binding. That's her closure. She's called Finding Kindness. Now let me show you the spine. I am not a perfect crafter, but I did the best I could, and it is a wee bit off, but you know, like I said, I did the best I could. First time that I had done this in probably 3 or 4 years. Now, I like going for kind of a rustic-ish feel. I like picking up a book and going, wow, where did that come from? Who discovered that? Whose imprints are in here? And imprints are things like fingerprints, but also, who imbued their spirit with this book. I love thinking about finding a book like this in an abandoned house, or in a dumpster or something. Just the art of discovery, right? This one is called Finding Kindness XOXO. What I did here was I collaged napkins on the front of this book. Now, because I did that and I used Mod Podge, it's probably advisable to not have it in a hot space, like don't put it in a windowsill or something like that, because we all know that Mod Podge, even in its firm and fast state, can move. I also kind of outlined it in some sparkly purple ribbon, and I thought that turned out really well. This is very different from a flow journal or an art supply journal, but I still stuck in little elements to help you along your journaling journey. There's a lot of writing space here. There's a lot of creative space here. I did, of course, put in my old text pages because I just love that. Painty papers here. A few prompts. Life's greatest adventures. So, something for you to write about, reward yourself. And that is animal related. I love this lady and I love her gray hair. Her gray hair matched with this gray, I think they call that a herringbone pattern, but I'm not really sure. Some handmade paper here. I think this paper was made in India. A little bit of tissue paper, some butterflies. So you'll have a couple art trading cards to work with, a bit of tea and copy dyed paper. Your prompt here is confidence, something to write about. More papers here. This is not a book where you can pull things from, right? This is a book that is a bound journal, and you can write in it or draw in it, or man, you could glue book in it. I didn't even think about that. You could just turn this into a major glue book. Wouldn't that be fun? Love the way the purples match together here. I did put in a couple bookmarks so you can mark your spot. I always dig these very old recipes. It just shows you how far photography has come. This is just black and white and actually does not look real appetizing. Did put some fabric in here so you can piddle around with that, as my mama would say. More beautiful paper, images, art trading cards. I love that. I thought that was really sweet. Pastries and meringues. I'd like to have a pastry right now. This is the second signature. This is from a very, very old text, and I love the modeling on it. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. Food packaging, because, that's what we do here. We use those boxes. We use that food packaging. Not unusual for me to look out during the day in my neighborhood and see a bag on my front porch that has cereal boxes or pasta boxes or macaroni boxes or whatever. It's really fun, that everybody kind of jumps on the train when they find out that I use food packaging in my art creations. That's really very nice. Lots of room to do whatever you want, and a lot of inspiration. I like the way this is highlighted here. Another old text. Painty papers, because gosh, aren't those fun? That's another, painty papers are a progressive art project for me. And I just really do love doing them. Okay, my friends, Finding Kindness, XOXO. Let's get her sorry ribbon back on her. Sorry really just reminds me of when I taught English as a second language to refugee children in the 1990s, and it was just one of the best jobs, most fulfilling things I've ever done in my whole life. And no matter how you feel about stuff and such, there are children involved, and those children are, all children are precious, my friends. All children are precious. They can't really help what's going on. Okay, Finding Kindness will go in the shop a little later on today. I hope that you all have a joy-filled weekend. See you soon. Bye.